Hey guys, welcome back to my van build. Today, I'm gonna be putting a hole in the roof, right here. So today I'm gonna be installing my MaxxAir fan. This is pretty much the same fan everybody puts in there. I got a black one. I'm not really sure why. White probably would have been better. I have to install the fan right here. I'd like to put it further back, but that's where my roof rack is for my solar panels, so I want to make sure I get it in a spot where those two aren't overlapping each other. I'm going to use this piece of cardboard to set up a template, and I actually got this idea from a YouTube channel called Linnea and Akela. Linnea is doing a Promaster van. I think she's pretty much done with it now, but she's been doing that the last year or so, and Akela is her dog. And I really like her YouTube channel because she explains the different options before she starts doing what she's going to do. And for me, I don't really like doing a whole lot of research, so it's helpful to see what she decided to do based on her research, but then also give me some ideas on what other options there are for what I can do. So in this situation, I'm going to do exactly what she did. And what she did was take this piece of cardboard that I already cut 14 by 14 inches, which is the size of the opening I need for the MaxxAir fan, and I'm going to find the center of this and set up a template, put it up here, get it centered and squared, and then I will drill some holes and then go on top of the van and actually cut out the opening for this, and then basically do everything else that she did in her video.
By finding the center of the cardboard template, it helps with centering the fan on the roof and to line things up once I'm up there. I used the template to mark where my 5 holes will be, then I drilled them with a small drill bit. Then I opened up the 4 corner holes using my step drill to give myself cleaner corners. At this point, I hung up a trash bag to catch any metal fragments created from this point forward. Then I went up to the top of the van and put a pin in the center hole to line up the template and trace it onto the top side of the van.
So unlike Linnea and basically everyone else, I'm not going to be using a jigsaw because I don't actually have one. But I do have an angle grinder, so that's what I'm going to use to cut a hole up here.
I think that using an angle grinder is a little riskier than a jigsaw, but I feel pretty confident in using one. I will say, these cutting wheels can grab the metal easily and create a much longer cut than intended, so if you don't have much experience using one, I don't recommend this tool to cut a hole in your van. Another disadvantage is that you are left with a much sharper lip after the cut. Either way, you should file your edges down, but I probably had to do a bit more than most people. That being said, my cuts turned out very nice and I cleaned up the area and painted the exposed metal to protect it from rust. The next step was to add butyl tape to seal the connection between the roof and the MaxxAir fan. This consisted of 2 layers, one to fill the low spots and one to frame out the entire edge. Then I was able to place the fan base into the opening. To attach the fan, I drilled pilot holes with a small drill bit and attached it with the provided screws. After the fan was attached, I used lap sealant to completely seal the edges of the fan base. I don't think I did the prettiest job on this portion, but I just wanted to get as much sealant on here as I could. Finally, I dropped the MaxxAir fan onto the base and attached it. It's important at this point to make sure you fish the wires through properly. Then it's as simple as attaching it using the 4 provided screws. Now the fan is installed and I could take the trash bag down from the inside of the van.
Alright, that seems like it's working the way it's supposed to. So I obviously still have to wire it up and everything, and then once I get the ceiling in here, I'll put this trim piece on there. I've definitely got to cut this shorter because it's sticking out too far, but I'm really happy to have this in here. And I really appreciate Linnea's video that helped me a lot. I don't know if I followed it perfectly, but I think I got it pretty close, and I'm really happy with this installation. I appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe because I'll have more of these videos coming, and I look forward to sharing my van build with you.
For this project, the MaxxAir fan cost me $256, and the butyl tape, lap sealant, and spray paint cost me $43, bringing the total for this project to $299. And that brings the grand total for my van build to $1,692 so far.